a buck in the club like fuck that shit. Got my tone in the club like fuck that shit.
Episode BTC. Bitcoin. Marc was sweating. Still, he couldn't slow down. Walking fast to Victor's place, he was too excited. Dude! A big noisy burp replied to him. Victor was not in his best mood. I found something so cool, even you will be surprised. Victor really made an effort to answer. What is that, your grace? Marc disregarded the sarcasm. After the facts of the striptease club, Victor had been calling him in any possible way. Your Grace was part of a teasing based on Game of Thrones, where Marc was father of hamster instead of the most widely known mother of dragons. He continued, there is a payment method that is not reversible, costs almost nothing as transaction fee, happens almost in real time. Dude, you understand? No chargeback is possible. Victor didn't react as expected. He farted, loudly. Marc had to ask, Victor, what's wrong with you? Aren't you too gassy? Got beans for lunch, plus some beers. Sorry, the bimbos are out. Not sure what is going on with them. Anyway, if you're only slightly talking about SEPA, I'll cut your balls and feed them to your hamster. Marc assumed an apologetic tone. No, nothing to do with banks. You see, actually banks are not involved at all. This is the magic of it. Marc waited for Victor to ask more, and waited, and nothing happened, so he continued. Have you heard about Bitcoin? Victor couldn't contain himself. Not that he was much containing other things in this day, but his laughing was not only sincere, but also a way to finally get rid of some accumulated stress. He then said, Marc, let me tell you a story. You remember I told you that I had sort of a fortune in money, that I didn't want to touch and that was not really money but had a big value? Well, it's bitcoins. Not Bitcoin, you moron. Bitcoin. And it's well known since years now. Where the fuck have you been living in the last 5 years? Never heard of Satoshi Nakamoto? How about the big fraud of Mt. Gox? No, not Mt. Gox, it's Magic the Gathering Ox. How about the big case of Silk Road? Dude, bitcoins is something that the Pakistani teller at the small supermarket 2 blocks from here knows. People of all ages attempted to make a fortune out of it when the price kept rising 3 years ago. The same people who lost fortunes by chickening out when the price started to drop. And now you want to use Bitcoin as a payment method? For what? For what insane reason you think this is a good idea? Now after the biggest fork in a few years. Marc was speechless. It was the perfect way to make sure payments were accepted, regardless of the buyer's country, financials, order value, fraud likelihood, and more. How could Victor not see this? He slowly found the courage to ask, but why not? Victor sighed. His belly made some noise from the bowel movement and all the gases still in his body. Slowly but strong, he said, How do you get bitcoins in the first place, eh, sunshine? Have you thought about this? And don't fucking dare answer with by mining them, or I'll kick you out. Marc went silent. Then you buy them? Victor shook his head, reached for his papers, rolled a joint in a few seconds, lit it, pushed his back toward his supercomputer chair and started looking toward the screen, searching for his usual gaming server, placed his headphones on, started playing, completely ignoring Marc. The conversation was over.